Welcome friends, my name is Sagar Deshmukh. In this video, we will discuss the next part of highway engineering. In the last video, we have started the geometric design and alignment chapter of highway engineering. Okay, in that we have discussed the first part and we were discussing the factors controlling the alignment. In that we have discussed about the obligatory points. There are two types of obligatory points. First one, the points which should pass from the alignment, and the second one is the points which should not pass from the alignment. After that, the second point which may control the alignment or which may affect the alignment or selection of alignment is traffic. This is the major factor which controls the alignment, because the origin and destinations of people living in the particular area prioritize some routes according to which the alignment of road is designed. Further, the alignment of road is decided based on the flow of traffic, from which route the traffic is flowing more frequently, so that road is given as first priority. Okay, so like this the traffic will control the alignment, as we know that if the road is to be constructed, then it is constructed for maximum population, or it is expected that many people should take easy advantage of the road system. So that's why we need to check out the origin and destination survey of traffic, and we have to plan the alignment of road according to this survey. The desired line diagram is obtained in this traffic survey, origin and destination survey, and from which the alignment of road is decided. The next factor which controls the alignment is geometric design. Now, geometric design is important factor according to the safety of vehicle, because in order to provide safe journey, we should provide safe stopping side distance at every place. Side distance is the length of road available in front of the driver to stop the vehicle. Okay, so minimum length of road which is required for stopping a vehicle from its design speed should be given on every road. So to consider this and to satisfy all the standards of slopes, stopping side distances, widths, we have to sometimes change the alignment, as the natural conditions will not allow for such design consideration at some places. So because of which we need to change the alignment. So this is how this geometric design, sometimes the gradient which is there due to up and downs of ground may be responsible for changing the alignment of road. Okay, so this is how geometric design changes the alignment. Then the economics. If the length of road which is to be constructed between two places is small, but because this length is not having supportive or strong strata for subgrade, so we have to invest more cost on this construction. Instead of this, if some other alternative alignment is having hard strata and minimum obstruction, or like water drainage work, then we can construct this road economically than this, though this is shorter one. So in this case, because of the limitations in the finance or economy, we move towards the next alignment or the other alignment, which will be more economical by consideration of construction, maintenance and vehicle operation. Okay, so this is how the economy also controls the alignment, selection of alignment. And there are some other factors like cross drainage work, or there may be some problem like seepage flow, high flood level. So because of which we may consider this and we change the alignment of road. Then one of the problem which may be taken under this other consideration is political pressure. So because of which also we need to change alignment sometimes. So these are the factors which controls the selection of alignment. Okay, so now we'll move towards the next point, that will be the surveys which are required. We'll see which surveys are required for highway locations. Okay, so before finalizing highway location, which surveys are done? So let's see which are the surveys which we do before finalizing the location of highway. Engineering surveys which are required for the highway location. The first survey which we need to do for highway location is map study. Second one is reconnaissance. Third is preliminary surveys. And last one is final location and detailed survey. Okay, so these are the surveys which are required for highway location finalization. Okay, now let's see what are these surveys and what information we are collecting in this. Okay, so let's start with map study. Now, in finalization of any location for road, as it is very difficult to reach the ground and check all the possibilities and all the problems which are there in the site. So it is very difficult to go physically. So instead of going physically on the site, we prefer for taking topographic map of this area, contour map of this area, and we see which are the possible routes which are having minimum or less obstructions. That obstructions may be in the form of cross drainage work, in the form of hills that will be considered as up and down of ground, in the form of monumental structures. So all the possibilities, and we also check the points which are to be added in this route. Okay, so from this map study we generally check out all the factors like river, cross drainage work, up and downs, that will be hills, valleys, other topographic features, and we'll select 2 or 3. Sometimes we may select more than this also. 2 or 3 possible routes for the road. Okay, so this map study helps us to minimize the time in excluding the bad alignments or bad locations with minimum time. Okay, so from this map study, generally we'll select 2 or 3 possible routes at the end. The next step or survey which we are doing after this is reconnaissance. In the second step of this survey, in the final local finalization, location finalization, in this step we are just checking the routes which are selected in map study. Now all the details are not available in the map, so those are selected or those are checked in the reconnaissance survey. In this we see which location or which route is good for construction, maintenance, and traffic operation. So these things are checked in the reconnaissance. We also check whether there is availability of electricity, water, which will be required for workers which are involved in the construction. Okay, we'll also check the availability of laborers and all. Okay, so these studies are and this information is collected in the reconnaissance. The third step which we are performing in this final location survey will be preliminary survey. Now in this preliminary surveys we are taking a running survey of all the routes suggested in the second step, that will be in reconnaissance. Now in this preliminary surveys we are collecting the approximate data regarding the cutting and filling required for road, so that will be leveling of road. We will also check the soil condition by taking small pits at some interval on every alignment. We'll also see whether the suggested alignment follows the requirement of good alignment or not. Based on this, we'll also suggest or check the suitable alignment among the suggested alignments. Okay, in this the traditional survey or some advanced survey like photogrammetry is used to analyze the details on the ground or site. So this type of surveys are done in this preliminary survey while finalizing the location for highway. And the last one is the detail. In this preliminary survey, we'll also find out declare the center line. Okay. The last step in this is the detailed survey. Okay. In this detailed survey, after the preliminary surveys, generally we finalize the alignment of road. Okay. So after finalizing alignment of road in this, we'll go for detailed survey. These first three steps, that is map study, then the reconnaissance and preliminary survey, these are done to, or we do this for selection of route. Okay, selection of route. After selecting the final route for alignment of road or finalizing the location of road, we go for detailed survey. In this survey, we are collecting the details, every details, or you can say that we'll take detailed information of each condition on the site. For example, in the preliminary surveys, we were taking small pits for knowing the soil condition, but in this detailed survey we are taking deep holes, or we are taking sample of soil from the larger depth, and we are also collecting these soil samples at smaller interval than preliminary survey. So these are used for studying the soil strata which is available beneath the road. After this, the detailed leveling is done for the road. As we have finalized the center line in preliminary surveys, in this survey we'll do the detailed profile leveling and cross-sectional leveling of road. After that, the master plan of road is prepared, which includes the existing details, and the existing traffic is also mentioned. So this is how the steps for location finalization are done, or surveys which are required for finalization of location of highway are done. We'll see the next part of this chapter in the coming video. Thank you for watching this video. We'll meet in the next video.